Tyler was the shortcut kind of guy. At school, at home, even with friends. If there was an easier way, he'd find it. Not because he was evil or cruel, but because he believed being clever meant beating the system. In literature class, he was always the last to turn in assignments, and most of the time, the work wasn't even his, just copied bits from classmates. There was a quiet kid named Liam in the same class. Not popular, not a pushover, just focused, polite, and always prepared. Tyler quickly figured out Liam was a goldmine for homework answers. One day, he leaned over and whispered, "Hey man, can I see your paper real quick? Just to get the idea, I promise." Liam hesitated, then handed it over. The next week, same thing. And then again. Eventually, it became routine. Tyler would take a quick peek, change a few words, and submit. Then came the big assignment. Mr. Cole, their calm, sharp-eyed literature teacher, gave them a personal essay. The prompt: write about a moment when you had to make a hard decision. Tyler didn't know where to start, so he did what he always did, turned to Liam. "Come on, man, let me just read yours. I need inspiration." But this time, Liam shook his head. "I'd rather not. I worked really hard on it." Tyler frowned. "It's just a dumb essay." Liam looked him in the eyes. "Exactly, and I want this one to stay mine." Frustrated, Tyler went home and pulled an old essay from a former student he found online, tweaked a few lines, changed a few names, turned it in. A few days later, Mr. Cole returned their essays. Some had notes. Tyler's had one sentence, in red ink. "Plagiarized. 0 credit. Please see me." His stomach dropped. He hadn't expected to get caught, and worse, he hadn't expected to care this much. He stayed after class, walking up to Mr. Cole's desk. "I know I messed up." Mr. Cole didn't raise his voice. He just looked at him and said, "Mistakes are when you trip and fall, but when you knowingly step on others to stay ahead, that's a choice." Tyler tried to defend himself. "It was just one essay," Mr. Cole interrupted gently. "It's not the essay, Tyler. It's the trust you broke." That night, Tyler couldn't sleep. For the first time, he asked himself, how many times have I taken without giving back? How many people have I stepped over and smiled while doing it? The next day, he walked up to Liam in the hallway. "I owe you an apology, not just for last week, for all of it." Liam didn't gloat. He just smiled and said, "It takes guts to say that. We all mess up, just don't keep doing it." From that day on, Tyler started doing his own work. It wasn't perfect, but it was honest. When Mr. Cole gave them another prompt, "Write about a time you fixed a mistake," Tyler knew exactly what to write. He started his essay like this: "Karma always comes back. Not to punish, just to remind you that shortcuts don't lead to real success." By the end of the year, Tyler was different. Still funny, still social, but grounded. He didn't need to fake it anymore. On the last day of class, Mr. Cole handed him a final note. "This year, you learned more than writing. You learned accountability. That's rare." The lesson: karma isn't magic. It's the echo of your own actions coming back to meet you. It may not happen tomorrow, maybe not next week, but eventually, your choices will circle back. The world remembers, and deep down, so do you. Growing up doesn't mean being perfect. It means owning what you've done and doing better. Because karma doesn't punish. It teaches in the quietest, most unforgettable way.